I say, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Y'all already know I am your host, Lacey G. Soldier Turner. And today I got a very special guest with me. You know what I'm saying? She is an advocate for the unhoused and the undeserved. She's been doing a lot of great work in the community. So we about to get to know a lot about this person and what she has been doing for the community. So, without further ado, I want to welcome to the platform the wonderful, amazing, talented Tara T. Welcome to the platform.
What's good, y'all? Good evening, everyone. This is Tara T. Hey, St. Louis and beyond.
Tara T. finna give us the tea. No, let's play. But I'm gonna let the people get to know a lot about you. So I saw that you frequently as a child darted in and out of foster care and homeless shelters. So let the people know, where were you born and raised, and before you got into adulthood, could you tell us why were you in and out these foster homes and homeless shelters?
First and foremost, before I was in foster care, I was living with my grandma. It was due to abuse or whatnot. So that was where to start. It was due to trauma and abuse in the home, and so I was in foster care from age 12 to 21.
Okay, so how was that experience?
Um, the At first it wasn't so good. It wasn't so good at first, but I made it. I'm glad I was in foster care because I was removed from trauma. I was in a lot of trauma even before I was uh at the age of 5. So yeah.
Okay, then I saw that your mother passed when you was 3. Did you remember your mother or anything, or did that affect you, like, even as now?
Um, no, I don't remember my mom. My mom had me at 19. She died when she was 23. And thank you for even mentioning my mom. My mom's birthday was this past Monday, and her death anniversary was yesterday. So thank you so much for even mentioning her. No, I do not remember her, but the fact that I don't remember her, I know that she's always been with me my whole life, in the spirit, and guiding me, especially with my decision making and just everything, my day to day life.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So after leaving foster care at age 21, you became pregnant and unhoused. So how was that experience like, just leaving out, about to get your life started, then you become pregnant and unhoused?
It was an unfortunate situation that I was in, but I'm glad that I did go through it because I learned a lot about myself. It was hard when I did go through that because, like you said, I aged out of foster care, so that meant I had to find myself as an adult, find myself as a person, and then along the way, I became pregnant. So that means I had to find myself as a mother and still have everything, the weight of the world on my shoulders. So I knew that I could do it, but it was hard. It still is, but it was hard going through that process.
Yeah. Was it, I
Yep.
was like, was it very scary? Did you like want to give up, when that
Yes.
happened?
Yes, there was a time that I had wanted to give up. I knew that I was capable of doing great things, but I'm a suicide survivor as well.
Mhm.
So yes, there was a time where I felt like I wanted to give up, and I did try to end myself. But I know that there's a purpose over my life, and I know there's a true calling, and that's why I'm doing. I'm walking in it right now.
Okay, as you see, we had a comment from Gateway Louis. We appreciate you, sister, for sharing your story. Salute to Gateway Louis. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my members on my podcast that we do on Monday nights. And, great rapper and everything. So salute to you, Louis. All right. So let me ask you this. I saw that your life, it took a transformation turn when you met a parent educator with the parents as teachers. Can you tell the people about that?
There was a time in my life where I did sign up for that organization, and I did use their services simply because, like you said, I did. After I aged out a few months, I did become pregnant, so I did needed assistance just with certain things. There was a time where I knew that I felt like I knew everything. I felt like you couldn't tell me anything, so that's when I had took upon myself to get those type of services because I did not know anything about walking shoes. I needed assistance just helping breastfeed and changing diapers and stuff. So there was an area of my life where I did need assistance. And they helped out a lot. But also, I truly want to thank them as well for helping me along the way for the time that they did.
Yeah, because I saw you said they saved your life. Can you like detail like
Uh,
certain things they
I
did for
didn't necessarily uh, name that topic of the thing of the
you? Okay,
article
okay, okay.
because of the article. The topic of that article is just like it's just too, uh, I guess, savior. I
Yeah, I got
suppose
you. Yeah, I got
because I know who saved my I know who saved my life.
you.
I know who covers my life. Uh, so I really want to disregard the
I,
title of that article
I
because
got
it's
you. I
like
got you. I got you.
what? So you get what I'm saying?
I got what you said. Yeah, I know. So look, can you tell me about what's the organization SMSF though? I saw that serves the families and all that.
I can't hear you.
The SMSF organization is that it says serves families living in some of the most distressed communities. Was that your organization also?
Oh, okay. A mother helping a mother. It's really catered to St. Louis and other cities that's in the surrounding areas. My ultimate goal with a mother helping a mother is to promote self care, resources that can help an individual or a mom get to the next step that they want to in their life. Self care, mental health, philanthropy, giving to the unhoused. What else? Coping skills. It's mainly doing the root work. When I post these postings of like, if I post a coat giveaway, I'm going to post money management tools as well. Because if you go to a coat giveaway 3 years in a row, that's telling me you have a problem. There's a problem in your home. If you got to come to an organization and get a coat every year, so I'm the type of person I will put out money management skills, budgeting sheets. Hey, print this out. Go to the library and print this out. Go somewhere and print this stuff out. So it can help you. And these organizations won't see you the following year. So
Look,
that's what a mother helping a mother stands for, especially doing the root work and giving resources. I try to go live every Friday. I'm gonna do better. I go live and I verbally give out phone numbers to emergency shelters, domestic violence centers, food pantries, surrounding areas, emergency drop-in centers, mental health hotlines, encouragement as well. I also I have had the opportunity to step into a few safe houses here in St. Louis area, domestic violence and shelters here in St. Louis, just simply to encourage the women here our men just to be a vessel and be used by God to do the root work. I love meeting people where they are. I don't want people want to see the finished product. They want to see the people in the suits when after they didn't know. I love it when we go down. When we go down and feed the unhoused and downtown, there's people that's walking up to me. They see they might not know my name, but they know who I am. They recognize me. When I go down there, I have a video on my phone where this man, he was crying because he was surprised that I shook his hand.
mm,
He was just saying that you made me feel like a human. You shook my hand. He was like, you see how my hand is dirty? And I told him, I don't care that your hand is dirty. You still a human. And he was like, you could have gave us this sandwich and you could have kept going, but you down here talking to us. And it's just like the small things like that.
mm,
Setting the deposit in with these people, these angels. We're entertaining angels unaware.
mm,
They don't know they angels. These people are down there unhoused with the clothes on their back, and they still got the word of God in their mouth. Or even if they don't know the word of God, they still have confidence and they still are able to speak good words out of their mouths,
mm,
positive things.
mm. I saw somewhere where you said you gave your shoes to a lady and walked home barefoot too.
Yes, and that was, I don't speak of these things to make myself sound heroic or anything, but that is a situation. My son even remembers that day. We was out and about, and this lady, she had approached me, and I just saw her, and we was coming from somewhere, and I had like these flat little ballerina shoes on or whatever. They was from Rainbow or whatever. Who cares? But this lady, she was literally walking barefooted, and I gave her my shoes off my feet, and me and my son just went on about our business, and I went straight home. I didn't think of, oh, my foot is gonna get cut, or I like in these instances, I don't think about myself. It's always about that person that's in need. Because I could leave out my house right now and people will tell me their life story or come to me for advice, and I'm in the vegetable aisle in the grocery store.
I got you. Let me ask you this: what made you create the Facebook page for the mothers helping the mother? Yeah? Because I know you're
Be-
doing all these great things. So, what made you create that Facebook page? Yeah?
Before I even made a mother helping a mother, I prayed for a whole week because I wanted a name. I didn't want to just to put out a name just to sound like somebody else. I wanted to put out a name different from everybody else, and then I want to continue my mother's legacy as well, because my mom battled with addiction, and nobody wasn't there to help her recover. And then on top of that, I started it when COVID first happened. I'm talking about when COVID first happened, and I had got an email from this job, and this lady, she said that if you don't want this job, please send it to somebody else. And it was this call center, and she said that if we don't hire 15 people, our company is going to close. So I had this resource, but I did not want to put it on my page. So I prayed for a whole week, and a mother helping a mother was deposited in my spirit. So I made a mother helping a mother. I posted that job. People got hired off that job. People are still working to this day off that job. The things that I post in a mother helping a mother, it's not like a brunch where you go swagging and you surfing. No, these are events where where you don't want to be a custodian and you want to go to cybersecurity. I'm talking about elevation wise, networking events, clothing drives, lucrative connections. I even been starting to post stuff in Chicago, Texas. When the Section 8 list opens up in different states, I post these type of things. Who's to say you might get a call from Denver?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Things can happen.
Give me some of that Section 8. Let's get it.
Whether it's Section 8, low income, it's something to help you get to the next step.
Yeah. Salute to you for that. So, let me ask you this, Miss Tara. So, what does your son think about these things, and what, like, I guess, characteristics, traits does this install in him, seeing you doing these things?
The characteristics that has been installed in him is leadership, putting others first when needed to be, speaking up, being an advocate. When we go downtown and we when we feed the unhoused, there's mainly a lot of them be battling addiction. Some of them just got done shooting up, and I'm down there handing them a bologna sandwich or praying with them and stuff, and he sees them, and so he just sees the rawness of life, and he knows and stuff like that. So when he sees the realness, he knows how to instill the characteristics of being a great young man and stuff like that. Because he walks around the house, and he says, "I ain't gonna do no drugs. I'm gonna be sober and stuff like that." He just be saying it. So yeah.
Okay. So look, I want to talk about you. Just mentioned some stuff, so I want to talk about a couple of topics that
Okay.
us Black people we overlook. I'll be like, "Hey, that wrong about saying what they just
Okay.
on a blind eye to it." So, can you tell what is your thoughts on mental health?
Okay. My thoughts on mental health is it's personal, and very serious. Mental health is how you deal with trauma internally. If something traumatic happens to you, what are you going to do? What coping skills are you going to attach? Are you going to crash out? Are you going to do some cocaine? Are you going to get on your knees and pray? Are you going to start doing art? Mental health is so big to me because I see it every day in kids. I see it every day when I leave out my house, and I really see it in the unhoused. Don't get me wrong, when we do go downtown, a lot of these individuals, they are getting services from St. Patrick's Center. When you go to St. Patrick's Center, you have to be diagnosed to even get services. So a lot of them are battling with mental health. And then you have people that I strongly encourage people, if you are on medication, if your doctor say you need the medication and you feel like you don't, you need to go back and have a conversation. Mental health and self-care is strongly enforced by me, a mother helping a mother, my brand. Going for a walk every day is for mental clarity. It don't have to be nothing serious because well, see, here's the thing: when people say self-care, they feel intimidated. Oh no, I gotta get up every day, do this and that. Self-care could be just looking out the window, drinking your tea, right, and you got some soft music playing, or you just listening to the birds. Right. Self-care can be going to the botanical gardens with your journal. So thank you so much for even asking me about mental health. And another thing, I hosted a mental health walk. What was that? Back in April or May. And I will be doing another one because when I did do it, it did rain. And so everybody that signed up, they was intimidated by the rain. But I still did it. The people, I grabbed some people off the track and said, hey, come on and walk with me to promote mental health. Me and a couple of my sisters, they came out. They still showed up and it rained. So it was still a beautiful outcome. But I will be doing another one when the weather is better.
Yeah, and I was tapped. I'll be tapped into you. Hold on. I'll be tapped into you, and I saw one on your page where you I think neighbor that had committed suicide or something. Did that happen?
Yes. I don't want to go into detail because it's his family's job to tell his story or whatnot. But that was a traumatic experience, and I've experienced other traumatic experiences as well. But that's a strong thing that's going on here in the community, in the Black community, not just specifically my neighbor, but suicide ideology is so serious. Suicide is so serious. And here's the thing: people send out clues before they even act on it. You see your nephew in the room with a hoodie in a dark room. You see a kid walking down the street with his head down all the time. Or you notice how your loved one has not been eating. Their weight is declining. They're no longer doing their favorite things. And my heart goes out to all the young adults or just everybody that battles with depression. People don't fake depression. They fake being okay. Right. That's why people be like, oh, we didn't know she was depressed. She shows up, she smiles, she does what she's supposed to do, this and that. That's because she's functioning in her depression. She knows how to mask it so well to the point where she could go home and take it off and just show her true self and not hold it all together. That's mental health. The healthy way of coping with traumatic experiences in your life. I also do grief support as well.
Hey, look, Tara T is dropping jewels for you. Like, especially like the sign, like you said, those signs are out there. You said,
yes.
You can't just be like, oh, it's gonna be okay. suck it up and all this type of stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are not strong. So um
Yes, and a lot of us, we want people to be strong. Oh yeah, suck it up. Hold your head up. You got this. First off, people are losing they're taking their own lives because they don't have the support behind them, or they have problem. They feel stagnated because they don't feel like they don't know their purpose. They taking their own lives because they don't know their purpose. They need mentors. They need pastors, coaches, a friend, a safe person that can help them.
Facts. So look, Miss Tara, can you give your thoughts on addiction? Because we see a lot of that, especially downtown. Like, can you talk about that?
Yes. I started taking my Narcan with me because it's getting real. It's getting really serious. There's an outrage of a level of overdoses as well. And when I go down there now, it's not like last year. Oh, hey, it's a little. Hey, they shooting up a little bit over there by the city hall. Yada yada. Oh no! When I go down there now, everybody's zombies.
Facts.
They bent over. Everybody got the same posture.
Facts.
To be completely honest with you, I wasn't scared, but I was like apprehensive because it's new down here. When I go down there, they be like, "Hey, there go the mother helping the mother lady." Now it's like
Facts.
I still go down there and encourage them. I still go down there, like I said. Now I go down there with my Narcan. Um, it's different down there. The outpour of addiction is real serious, and I just hope that the city cracks down on it because it's a difference down there. I could tell it's a new drug. It's a new drug down there, and I noticed yesterday when I watched the news and people was blaming it on these smoke shops and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. I don't believe it's the smoke shops.
Me either.
No, no. I believe that they're using the smoke shop, excuse me, as a scapegoat.
Right.
This is in the community, and it starts in the community as well. Addiction, mental health, trauma starts in the community and in your home.
All right, for real. So let me ask you about this too. Like the homelessness that because I remember it's like people don't care about the homeless. I remember when Vice President at the time, Kamala Harris, was coming. They tried to sweep everybody out the way for a photo op. You know what I'm saying? But they
Oh
really
yes.
didn't care about the homeless. So can you talk about this homeless problem too?
Listen, last year, we went down there. This is when I first started feeding the unhoused. When we first went down there, they was all down there by the city hall, and the city had let them be down there. It was just tent city, and they was doing their thing. And then I believe a big conference had came, and then they put all the gates up, and so all of them had went over to the park, and then it turns out they couldn't go to the park. But when I go down there, I notice how a certain race or a certain group would just walk past, and I'm down here ministering, encouraging, passing out resources, and certain people just walk past. A lot of people don't care. They really don't. They really don't. Uh, you got to have a heart for this. Your heart has to be prostrated. That's why I tell people anybody could do outreach. Anybody can say, "Hey, I'll give you a sock." No, you got to really want to do this. I'm gonna give you a sock and I'm gonna love on you. I'm gonna give you some socks and I'm gonna give you some housing resources. I'm gonna give you some coping skills. I'm gonna call you sometimes just to see if you're meeting your goals. Anybody could do outreach. Anybody could say, "Yep, I'm called to do outreach." Okay, yeah. It's not about what you give out. It's about how you make people feel.
Right.
Because you could give me a box of food and say and treat me so bad.
Right. Here, just take this.
Yeah, it could be here, take this. Or it could be you give me something and then you be nasty to me afterwards. Because that's real ministry right there. That's real character right there. You gave me the box of food, but how you finna treat me afterwards?
Facts. Hey, look, yeah. Terra T is dropping jewels for yeah. Don't have to homeless people. So one another thing I want to talk about. This is something I preach a lot of my music also. Can you tell the people about literacy?
Um, First and foremost, I love literacy. I love reading books. The book that I'm reading right now is Mel Robbins' Let Them. It's basically a self-help tool, basically just telling you how to deal with life situations, letting go people. Uh, she talks about anxiety, letting go, and things like that. Literacy is so big in the schools right now. They're banning certain books. Like, how are you banning To Kill a Mockingbird?
Fact, that's crazy. But I heard that that's crazy.
And then they banning Captain Underpants because they said it promotes mischievous behavior. In my opinion, a book that's worth banning is worth reading. The books that's worth banning is worth reading. They even taking out certain schools is even taking out health class as well.
Yeah, I already know. Yep.
But as far as the literacy, I believe that's a period, not a comma, that certain demographics is putting on certain races. They don't want them to know the truth. Because there's certain books where you can open up and you will know the truth about America or about your race. Because from last time I checked, they trying to take out Black history out of certain schools as well. They don't want you to know the true definition of yourself. Mm-hmm. They want you to know about Christopher Columbus.
Like how he discovered something that was already here.
Yes, you sound like that's a thief. That's just like walking in my house and say, "Oh, I found a couch."
Exactly. This is mine now.
Yeah. Okay, Dave Chappelle.
Your couch. No. But now this is real talk though. Can you tell the people, I guess, about recovery also? You know what I'm saying? So I know that's very important to get off all the stuff, the addiction and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Or just in life, period.
Recovery, period. Like I tell people, recovery is not just recovery and addiction is just not drugs.
Yeah, facts.
It's just not drugs. It's weight loss. I lost. I used to be close to 315. I'm like 226, 230. One of them. You know, I'm still fine. But anyways, it's like weight, money. You used to be broke. Now you recovered. Now you a big dog. It's just like it's eight dimensions of wellness. So recovery just doesn't stop at, oh, that person's on drugs. No, that person was broke. They found a house. Now they got money management. They know how to open up a cash shop. They know how to open up a savings account at Simmons Bank. That's recovery. And addiction as well. Addiction can go with food, porn, phone. Our phone ain't nothing but a fidget.
Facts.
A phone is sensory. That's addiction. When I get on TikTok, I can't watch just one video. I gotta have more.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. There's all types of forms of addiction. Shoot, you put a cake in front of me, it's gonna be Matilda. It's level. It's just addiction is a wide range, but us humans, we focus on one thing when it comes to addiction, and you already know it.
Drugs.
And they go straight for drugs, but they won't speak on the person. When they get sad, they gotta order something off of Amazon. You mean to tell? Right. See, you laughing. I laugh at it too, but that's an addiction. That's addiction too.
Facts.
You gotta order something off of Amazon to get your dopamine going, your pleasure chemical. Oh, you sad, but now you happy. You got a package. It could be a tumbler. You can order a Stanley. You probably got 5 Stanleys in your kitchen, but this day you got sad because you thought about your grandma and you ordered another Stanley. But you judging a person that's doing cocaine. No, y'all in the same boat.
Facts. He who has not sinned cast the first stone.
Huh?
I said, he who has not sinned cast the first stone. Up in this piece. But no,
Like,
that's real talk though. One thing I want to talk about that you mentioned you do grief support. Can you tell the people about that?
I really love doing grief support. First and foremost, I'll be doing another one in the next month or after school start. I need to get focused on that or whatnot. But when I do grief support, it's really it's really serious. When I do it, people be like, "I'm surprised you doing this for the community, and it's actually free." I just let them talk because people come in there and the weight of the world
Mm-hmm.
be on their shoulders. It's not about me. It's really not. There was when I first started doing my grief support, I was like, I was like, should I do it? And then the enemy was telling me I shouldn't do it. You're not good enough. Why are you doing that? People are not going to show up. So I get to the event space. It was this woman. She had on pajamas. She had rings around her eyes and she had a bonnet on. And this lady straight told me, she said, I wasn't coming out the house until you do your event. She been in the house depressed with pajamas on.
That's crazy.
And I'm sitting there looking like a dummy, like, dang, what if, what if I did cancel? Because the enemy told me I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
I was about to cancel.
She would have still been in there with her pajamas on.
I would have left her hanging with
Mm-hmm.
rings around her eyes, bonnet on her head, and pajamas. It's not about me. Why you think I just said anybody could say they could do outreach? You gotta be your heart gotta be in it. You gotta be fortified for this.
Right.
You gotta be ready for this. You could be called to do it, but you gotta be processed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was standing there looking like a dummy, like, dang, I was about to cancel. And that was a teachable moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about me.
Facts.
If I would have left, if I would have said, you know what, I'm leaving to stay here, that lady would have been up at that event space, was looking stupid. But here's the thing: what if I did leave her hanging and her mind was already in the pit, and I left her hanging? Oh no!
Yeah, that would have been messed up.
That's why when you say you're gonna do something, you better do it.
Facts. That's what I try to do. I try to stand on business
When
at
you
all.
say you're gonna do something, you better do it.
Facts. That's why I like if I can't do it, I ain't gonna commit to it.
Yes.
But if I do it, I'm gonna stand on it. For real.
And that still sticks with me. What if I said I wasn't gonna do it?
Mm-hmm.
And her mind is already in the pit.
Right.
And I done left her that lady hanging.
Mm.
Yes, it's not about you.
Yes, glad
It's about the people that you serve. It's about how you make the people feel first off before you do anything. How are you even greeting the people?
Look, what a great way to transition into what you be doing. Power to the people. We the people got the power. Let's ride. Can you tell about women empowerment that you do?
I do a women empowerment through Mother Helping the Mother, and also on my YouTube, Let's Chat with Tara T. Just to use my voice, and on TikTok as well, just to use my voice, just sending out encouragement. I speak. I speak. I try to say things. I'm a straightforward person, so I say things that people need to hear, and I be completely transparent. And a lot of times I be raw. So when people ask me for advice, I tell them the truth. When you want to be challenged and you want to know, you're not gonna get mad at the person because they told you the truth. Right. That means you want to grow.
Right.
So I do a lot of women empowerment. Like I said, meeting the people where they are. Meeting the people where they are. If you feel like there's something about my voice or something that I said, people be so engaged. People be so inspired.
Okay. So Miss Tara, let me ask you this because you've been doing this for a while now. On your journey, what would you say has been your greatest challenge?
On this journey, my greatest challenge has not been anything like any barriers that has been put in front of me to where I cannot do what I'm supposed to do. The only thing that is stopping me from doing anything is me. I have no room for like self sabotage, saying I'm not good enough, or I can't do it, or I'm not going to do it. That will be like the only thing that was probably like, hey, she not doing it, something like that. But anything like a physical barrier or anything,
Gotcha.
even if that was the case, I believe I can get through it.
Gotcha. Okay. On the flip side of that, what would you say has been your greatest accomplishment from doing this work?
Uh, my greatest accomplishment is each person that I each person that I meet, whether I'm a vendor at someone's event and they walk up to a mother helping a mother's table, and there'd be so many of them be like, they'd be so happy to meet me in person because they always see me online.
Uh-huh.
And when they see me in person, they be like, oh, you cool in real life. And I'm like, yeah, what am I? And so just when I see these people in real life, off the lives, off the comments, off the DMs, and when they see me and they see how laid back I am, or how my personality is still the same, they be like, a lot of them be shocked, but they be like more comfortable that they even in a mother helping a mother, or I are, or the fact that I'm even giving them a resource, and I love that.
Mhm. So look, let me ask you this: what advice would you give to someone who's, like we just said, suicide is a big thing. So what advice would you give to someone who like thinking about taking their life, believing that this is the end of the world for them?
Wow, that's a serious question. You
It's,
never know who's gonna watch this
yeah,
live.
you never
Okay,
know. Maybe somebody watching like yourself.
jeez. Oh wow. First and foremost, you have purpose on your life. Come out this dark room. Come out and talk to me. Let's talk about it. I have a urge. What's bothering you? Let's go out to eat. What do you want to do? Let's take a 20-minute walk. What can I help you with? But mainly, I'm here to listen to you. Do not give up. You cannot give up. You have so much purpose. There's so many people waiting on you to meet, waiting to meet you. You haven't even met all the people that want to love you. There's people that want to love you. You just haven't met them yet. You have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. I know it gets hard. I know it gets hard and the road get rough. But you have to keep going. And if I have to hold your hand, I will hold your hand. Even if you have to cry. I don't care if you have to crawl to get to your destination. And then when you get to the mountaintop, you stand. I will hold your hand, but you will not give up.
And then like that's like a real thing. For instance, I did my film about bullying. And the actress I used was a person who was actually getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? So her acting in that film changed her life. But imagine like if she would have killed herself, she'd be gone. But to this day, that film helped her. She finna get married. She didn't graduate college. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not the end of the world. People need to know that. So what you saying is very, very real and very true for real. So Miss Tara, let me ask you this: do you have anything coming up that you want to promote to the people?
one of the main things that I have coming up is staying consistent in a mother helping a mother. If you want to stay connected with resources in the St. Louis surrounding areas, head over to A Mother Helping a Mother. Please subscribe to my YouTube, Let's Chat with Tara T, to be encouraged and stay on top of everything that I've been posting, fitness, mental health, and then my encouragement as well. That's mainly what I'm doing right now. In a couple of months, like if I post anything, you will know in A Mother Helping a Mother or on YouTube or when I go live and things of that nature. So just head over to A Mother Helping a Mother because I will be doing a grief support coming up very soon.
Okay, okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the people that we ain't talking about? Because you dropped a lot of jewels today on everything.
Huh. One of the things that I had wanted to put out to the people is to keep going. I know a lot of times we get stagnated or we feel stagnated when we get in when we navigate through life. We feel like we're not doing enough. Or people come into our lives and they try to sabotage what you have going on. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to the naysayers. Keep going. Keep going. When you have a vision, it's going to seem so hard because you have this fire in your belly. Nobody sees it but you. Keep going. It does not matter who wants to jump on your platform or who shows up to your events or who don't want to be with you. Keep going. That's one of the things that I've learned in my life. You can't listen to the haters because when you actually realize it, the haters ain't even doing nothing. They on the people that's born is in the field.
Facts.
Keep going.
All right, all right, all right. Miss Tara T, let them know where can they find you at again if they want to get in contact with you.
You can find me Tara T on Facebook. Let's chat with Tara T on YouTube. And you can type in a mother helping a mother, all caps, on Facebook as well.
Okay, okay. Look, so my last question that I love to ask all my guests, when it is all said and done and you are long gone from this earth, what is it that you want the people to know about Tara T?
What I want the people to know about Tara T and what the people will know about Tara T is my legacy is beyond mine. I want to keep my mother's name alive because I'm the only one that's doing it. So I want to come second. I want to be the vessel of treating people right. Whether I gave you a resource or whatnot, I still treated you right, and I did what I was supposed to. The legacy of resources, uh, the legacy of breaking the stigma of therapy and addiction, being informed, and spreading God's love and being a vessel. I think I said that, but still.
Yeah. There you go. Drop the mic. Bam. You already know that. But thank you, Miss Tara T. Like I said, I love what you're doing for the community. It is good, to put people on a platform to get, all the things, great things that you're doing on. We always get all the negative things and stuff. People be watching all the negative, the fighting and all this type of stuff.
Yes.
But it's good to have somebody out here doing things for the community, and hopefully you influence others to do more greatness. So I appreciate you and everything you're doing.
Thank you so much for having me on your platform. You didn't have to do it, and you was willing to. So I truly appreciate you. And first and foremost, you be having all the big dogs on her. You have Vanessa Calloway up on her. Don't play with me. I watch Saints and Sinners. Saints and Sinners is my show now. You have Vanessa Calloway on her. You had Tatiana Ali. You done had big dogs. So I'm just truly humbled at the fact that you even said yes.
No problem.
Like you just got my little old Tara T on her, and you had all the big dogs on her. So thank you so much for saying yes.
No problem at all. Hey, listen. If you're doing something real, I'm always I'm down to earth, so I'm always try to shed the light on it. So I'm gonna definitely let you know when we drop this article too with the St. Louis Oregon. So you have a rest of a good evening, Miss Tara T, and keep doing your thing.
Thank you so much, Lacey.
No problem. We'll talk later, boss.
All right.